Deals, deals, deals.
Woo, Black Friday.
Woo! So it's getting to be everybody's favorite time of year. And I don't mean Christmas, I mean it's the seller's annual sale.
Woo!
So November, we turned 19 years old, and we like to have an annual sale in November along with Black Friday to give some really awesome deals to give everybody a chance to stock up for the holidays. And today we're going to be tasting two of the wines that are going to be featured in our sale. The wines that we're tasting today come from William Hill Estate Winery. This winery was founded in 1976, and what estate winery means is that all of the grapes that go into the wines are either grown by William Hill in their own vineyards or in vineyards that are controlled by William Hill. And seeing Napa Valley on the label means that all the grapes in the bottle comes from the Napa Valley. This has been a little bit more rare these days because Napa Valley has such a high demand, and so with a high demand often comes a higher price. William Hill is one of the wineries that I find to be still a really reasonable price point for the quality that you're getting and saying Napa Valley on the label. So I think we should taste them. So we're tasting Chardonnay. And so this Chardonnay it's actually whole cluster fermented. So Adam, what can you tell us about whole cluster fermentation?
So whole cluster is when you harvest the grapes, you leave the stems on and you press everything together as one thing instead of taking the grapes off the stems.
So we want them to be perfectly right.
Yeah, we don't want them to be too green and we don't want them to be too woody. Somewhere right in the center would be perfect.
Using the stems at a perfect ripeness will give a little bit more complexity to the wines, like a little bit of spice character that you wouldn't have otherwise. So why don't we taste it and see how it's going?
Sounds good.
Okay. So 2014 vintage. This wine I would definitely recommend to drink sooner rather than later. It's getting towards the more mature side of its drinking scale. It's starting to show a little bit of age as far as the color goes.
I'd say so.
Okay. So I can smell coconut here.
Yeah, it's quite nutty as well. So you get a lot of almond in there.
Almond, nougat.
It's
actually kind of like sultana raisins as well. Yeah, sultana raisins, pineapple. Like maybe pineapple that's sat in your fridge a day too long and it's starting to ferment.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's taste it and see how it tastes. It's got actually quite a bit of acidity to it, like butterscotchy.
Yeah, and the almonds are just like in my mouth right now. It's crazy. It's like croissant, like a light buttered croissant.
Okay, sure.
Like French almost.
Yeah.
You know, we have American.
An almond croissant.
An almond croissant.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly what it tastes like. It's got a lot of really nice fruit character, definitely on the mature side. So if you like an aged white wine, this is what I would recommend. If you'd like your wine to be a little bit more bright fruit forward, I would say to go with something that's a little bit of a younger vintage. But this is on the mature side, and it's tasting really nice for a really nicely aged mature white wine.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's for a 14 vintage, it's showing really nicely.
So the William Hill Chardonnay is part of our Black Friday sale, regularly priced at $37.95, but we're going to be offering it at an awesome deal, $24.67, which is pretty unheard of for Napa Valley Chardonnay.
Under $25 for Napa, it's pretty good.
And because I recommend that you probably drink this sooner rather than later, I would suggest that you drink this with your Christmas dinner.
Oh, that'd be good with turkey.
Yeah, turkey, yeah. So the next wine that we're gonna taste is the William Hill Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. So this comes from all of their estate vineyards. So you can tell by looking at this.
It has a lot of color to it.
Lots of color.
I'd say this wine is deep ruby. It's almost got a little bit of orange going around the rim.
Well, it's 2014, so it should be showing a little bit of age to it. And something that Napa Valley benefits from is the Mediterranean climate. So the Mediterranean climate is very consistent as far as vintage to vintage goes. It takes a great event in order for the vintage to not be good. So, I mean, like if there's a fire, which we've had a lot of lately, or if there's a cold snap, whether it's in the budding stage or in the harvest stage of the grapes, that would affect the quality of a wine. But Napa Valley being very consistent, you don't have to worry as much about the vintage of wine because most of the years are very good years in Napa Valley. Okay.
I really want to get into this wine.
Sure,
Yeah.
smell it. Oh, it's got that cab nose.
Very signature Napa Valley cab.
So aromas, smells like cab, looks like a cab, true to character.
Yeah, black fruit, graphite,
Definitely.
oak.
It's got like the pencil shavings that I love in a cab. Let's taste it.
That's delicious.
It's actually showing really youthful.
Yeah, I mean you can kind of see it on just the color, but it's got a lot of life left in it. That tastes really good.
Yeah, it's not showing a lot of tertiary sort of flavor.
No.
Lots of dark fruit.
Yeah.
Medium tannin.
Yeah,
fine grain medium tannin.
Mm-hmm.
It's like silk.
It's like refined. Yeah, no, it's showing really well. I think there's a lot of the graphite and the blackberries, I think, come through on the palate as well as the nose.
Blackberries, for sure blackberries. I need to have another taste though to get acidity in that. There's a decent amount of acidity. My mouth is watering quite a bit.
Yep.
I think everything's pretty in balance.
It doesn't show as much alcohol as actually in the bottle.
How much alcohol is in the
15.
bottle? Oh wow.
Yeah, it's.
I wouldn't have known that.
No, it's quite refined. It's a little bit held back. It's really flavorful. It's got a lot going on in terms of palate, aroma, acidity, but not so much on the alcohol, which is okay.
So $53.95 regular price, and it's actually going to be on sale for $37.76.
Under $40 for Napa.
Yeah.
It's a steal.
I think these are both in a really great drinking window for drinking right now. I would say that the cab is a great gift for somebody. It's something that people would really enjoy.
Anybody who enjoys California wine would really love it.
Definitely. Yeah. And the Chardonnay, really awesome for turkey dinner. I think this is a really great food pairing wine. And I think that there's a lot of people who really love that buttery style of Chardonnay, and this is the wine for them. So this is one of the deals that we're going to be having for our Black Friday sale. Starts on the 26th of November, in store 26th, 27th, 28th, and then online the 29th and 30th. There's going to be lots of great deals, all first come, first serve, no holds. So make sure you log into our website or come into the store to secure your deals for this sale.
Yeah, could be great.
Happy holidays, everyone.